going to demonstrate for you a very nice, powerful feature if you have a need for it and you want to use it. Sometimes in your machines and your applications, you don't want people to have access to certain things. You don't want them into different areas. So you want to password protect them. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to configure passwords. And it comes up here and I can give these groups different names. They default them to managers, engineers, supervisors, but you can call them what you want to call them. Call them shift 1, shift 2, maintenance supervisor, whatever it is. Over here, I can give that group a static password, meaning, as I have typed in here right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could give it a tag name. And then I assign that tag name a memory location in the PLC. And now I can change the password by changing the number that's in that memory location. Very powerful feature. I'm going to keep it just as a static password right now. So I'm just going to assign the password of 1, 2, 3, 4 to the manager's group. But if I wanted to, remember, I could make it a tag name, and then it would be a dynamic tag name. It would be stored in memory somewhere in the PLC, and then I could access that memory or have ladder logic change that location to a different value if I have a need for this. I could have a network where a computer somewhere out here could change the password on the fly. So if you need that, it's available. We give you 8 levels of passwords, we call it. Now, let's leave this set at static, and let's go actually look at an application for this. I'm going to go here, and I don't want anybody but the operators to be able to push this button. So I can password protect this button, or I can password protect whole screens. So watch this. I'm going to go back to set up the password. And I'm going to make the, let's make it the shift 1 operator. Let's make his password 45. Just keep it simple. Now I got the group for the managers 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got the group for the shift 1 operators 4, 5. I'm going to go into this object and I'm going to assign a password. Now it says master password. It just says assign them all. No, I just want the shift operator to be able to work on this. Now the next thing I want to show you, that takes care of that object. So if I download this, when I press the object, I'm going to have to put 4, 5 in to get it to work. Next thing I'm going to do is go over here. Let's take this screen. I'm going to right click on this screen and bring up something called screen properties. And over here, I'm going to go in, set the password just for managers. I'm not going to let the operators into this screen. And if you notice over here now, I get a little symbol for the password. That screen is password protected. So let's go and download this and see what happens. Okay, now let's just say I want to go to this button here. I touch it. If I put the manager's password in, won't let me in. I can't get in unless I know the password. And I could have assigned it 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8 different passwords to let people in with. But if I put in the right password, it works. It turned on. So I can password protect each object. Next thing, how about if I want to go to the maintenance screen? If I type in the operator's password, it doesn't work. But if I type in the manager's password, it does work. So you can password protect individual objects, as I did here. I password protected this object right here. Or you can password protect complete screens so that only certain people can get into them. For example, in this case, only the manager can get in, nobody else can get in. So I could just let maintenance in on certain screens. I could let the operators into certain screens. I mean, you can control who has access to what screens, or in this case, to which objects they can operate. Password feature, very powerful. Hope you use it. Just want to make sure you understand it. You can password protect objects. You can password protect screens.